Ermiasism number 7. Start small, think big, prove the concept. Quote, I think you can give a pure artistic product if you understand how to build your own industry. End quote, Nipsey Hussle. One of the biggest misconceptions that most people have is that when you're a boss or own your own business, you work for yourself. Truth is, when you are a boss or own your own business, you work for the people. Without your target market, fan base, supporters, customers, consumers, whatever you call them, without them, you do not have a business, you have a hobby. It is crucial that as you establish your business foundation, as mentioned earlier, you begin to prove the concept. When Nipsey started his music career, he started hustling mixtapes out of his trunk and to people in his neighborhood. This was his market research. Will someone pay him for his music? As he continued to build a buzz, but most importantly build bank, it was an indication that his music was worth something. If you want to see what people value, pay attention where they spend their money. Be intentional about selling your product or service to see how it is being received in the marketplace. Quote, be truthful with yourself and other people and try your best to make decisions outside of your ego. End quote, Nipsey Hussle. Ermiasism number 8. Live in day-tight compartments. Quote, instead of trying to build a brick wall, lay a brick every day. Eventually, you will look up and you have a brick wall. End quote, Nipsey Hussle. Anyone who has ever tried to start something new knows that there are ups and downs with any venture. In Nipsey's case, not only did he have to endure the normal turbulence that comes with starting a new venture, but with the added pressure of his environment and the need to survive, it made his journey that much harder. Nipsey always had big dreams and aspirations, but he also knew that in order to reach those dreams and aspirations, he needed to live in day-tight compartments. This means that he kept his overall vision in his mind's eye, but also knew that the only real currency that he had was the present moment. Every step of the way, he wanted to stay focused on what he was working on at that moment to make sure it was the best that it could be. Instead of scattering his energy, he did one thing at a time to the best of his ability. As you focus on your enterprise, it is imperative that you know the plan, the bigger picture. But instead of giving 20% to 5 things, you should give 100% to one thing. Then move to the next. Once that one thing is operating efficiently, you can delegate what work is needed to maintain it while you work on the next. This is how dynasties are built. Quote, whatever you do, homie, give your heart to it and stay strong. End quote, Nipsey Hussle. Ermiasism number 9. Be authentically and unapologetically you. Quote, and it's possible to monetize your art without compromising the integrity of it for commerce. End quote, Nipsey Hussle. I'm going to repeat that. Quote, and it's possible to monetize your art without compromising the integrity of it for commerce. End quote, Nipsey Hussle. One of the things that Nipsey prided himself on was that he was 100% himself. His goal in life was to inspire those who came from similar backgrounds, specifically those who found themselves in gang life. Because of this, he was not shy to claim his affiliations with the Rolling 60s Crips. He once said, as gang members, as young dudes in the street, especially in LA, we're the effects of the situation. We wake up, create our own mindset, In our environment, we adapt our survival instincts. Understand, he means cause and effect. He didn't cause it, he was just the effect. This is why he was on a mission to do what he could do to reach the people in a positive way. His mission to be authentic, to give people who he was, is what led to his massive success. In many interviews, Nipsey recalls labels being afraid to do business with him because of past experience and gang members or street figures who transitioned to music. Despite that, Nipsey was clear that he didn't want to alienate his brand for business. Whenever you compromise for the sake of a dollar, the connection to your product or service will be short-lived. Nipsey and his music will live for eternity because of his authenticity. When you throw on his music, his authenticity can be felt throughout your speakers. That can only happen when you are being unapologetically you. Out of the 8 billion people that live on this earth, you are the only you. Appreciate that fact and use that in your favor. Never be afraid of who you are and what people will say about you, because who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. Shout out to Dr. Seuss. Quote, life is about distinguishing yourself. It's about expressing the unique qualities of what you are and who you are and actually being loud with it. End quote.